Welcome to clickmyproject.com.
Now we discuss about the process of face identification from manipulated facial images using BCA and SIFT. In our proposed work, we find the original image by using the modified image. That image will be found by using the SIFT and search feature extraction, and also we compare to the both algorithm and which one is the best. The manipulated facial image recognition will be used to identify the person with a different type of image. Like one person will be in the, we change the facing by using the normal Photoshop editing software, and that will be generated the different facial image by the one person, or else some persons will be masking our face with different images. Now we find that person's original image by using that here modified image. The shift and search will be the best algorithm for the matching process. Here the shift and search will be generated the descripted points of each images, and then it will be find the matching of the both images, and it will be generated the best result, and it will be retrieve the original image from the manipulated image. In this process will be used to find out the person in prison for identify the criminal records, and it will be used to identify the criminals will be changing the face, and it will be easy to identify that criminal by using this algorithm, and it will be used for all applications to find out the different image, and it will be used for authentication process. Suppose our image will be safe will be changing, it will be help to identify the correct image for identification. It is the flow diagram for our proposed work. In our flow diagram, first load the query image. The query image is the manipulated image or else modified face image, and that modified face image will be going to the pre-processing step. In the pre-processing step, we use the Gaussian filter for remove any noises in the query image, and that pre-processed image will be the loading query image, and that loading query image will be going to the shift algorithm or the search algorithm by use of the user specifications, and that the shift and search will be extract the descripted points for the loading query image, and after the retrieval process, that shift descriptor points will be generated to the database image. In database, the person's normal image will be stored at, and now the shift descriptor point will be generated the both query image and also the database image. Now how much amount of shift feature and the search feature will be matching through the query image and also the database image, and the maximum matching persons of database to query image will be retrieved from the database, and then we find the identification rate by the shift and search feature. That identification rate will be calculated based on the retrieval process. In our process, we know whether the modification image and the original image will be generated by us, so that we will easily to find if the modified image will be getting correctly or not. And now that will be counted by zeros and ones, and it will be used to find the identification rate. Now we going to demo of our process. First open the MATLAB source code, and then right click the main.m file for run the file, and then right click the main.m and then run the file. Then the file will be opened. Now it is our input panel. First load the image from the database, test image. The test image will be the modified face image, and it will be opened. After the query image, then go to preprocess the test image, and it is the preprocessed image. Now select any algorithm from the surface. Now we will select the shift algorithm for process, and then it will be find out the matching that image with database image. Wait few minutes for identification. Now the process will be processing, and the key point matching will be found. here the matching points between the two images. Here the database image, it is the query image, and it will find the matching points of both query and the database image. Now the matching will be finished. Then we go to the identification to retrieve the original image of the modified image. Now it is the original image from the modified image. Now we go to the identification rate for shift process. Now the identification rate of shift will be the 80%. Now I will be change the algorithm for shift to surf. Then we identify the original image by using the surf algorithm. Now the processing will be started. Now it is the matching point between the surf algorithm between the query image and the database image. Then select the identify to get the original image. Now it will be take the original image is same. Now we have to find the identification rate of the surf, and the identification rate of surf will be the 60%. Then we go to load the another image from the query image. Now I choose the another image for identification. Then go into the preprocess step for the preprocess. Then use the shift features for identification. Now wait a few minutes for processing time. Now the preprocessing now will match the features from the query image to database image. Then go to identify. It will be retrieve the original image from the database. Now it is the original image for the modified image phase. Now we load the. Now we go to use the surf feature for extract the process. Wait a few minutes for matching the process. Now the surf will be processing to match the feature. And then go to identify for retrieve the image. And it will take the correct value from the image. Then press the IR for identification called the identification rate. Now the surf identification will be the 60%. And the identification rate will be to identify which amount of image will be taking accurate in the process. The surf will be the 60% accurate to take the image from the database, and also the shift will be the 80% accurate from the database, because the surf will be generate the low amount of descriptive points. So that reason the surf will not be get the high accuracy level, but the shift will be extract the high amount of feature. So that reason the shift will be extract the high amount of feature. That identification rate will be measure the identification rate will be help to identify whether the shift and surf algorithm which one is the best. In our process, the shift will be taken the 80% accuracy from the image, but the surf will be give the 60% accuracy for the retrieval image. So the final result, the surf will be the not specific for this application, but the shift will be used for the specific application. Because of the surf will be reduce the less amount of descriptive points, and the shift will be get the high amount of descriptive points. So that reason the shift will be best one for this process. Thank you.